This year, our 4 factories, totally square meter, can reach 100,000 square meters. I will have a short introduction about our business. Significant volumes we have in 2 core product sectors. First sector is our own hoses. Our annual production of 28 million meters for the hose sector and hose assemblies. We not only produce the hydraulic hose, we also produce the hose assemblies for customers' orders. We have our own hose assemblies workshop. Our fitting factories, our annual production of more than 40 million of articles in our fittings and adapters factories. From the 2023, 2024, 2025, these 3 years, our annual sales have a big increase. In 2023, our annual sales increased 40%. In 2024, our annual sales reached $35 million. And in 2025, our annual sales reached $15 million. This annual sales is only for export, for international business. Now we export more than 70 countries. Customer total quantities more than 200. Our first market is Latin America, and then Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia, and other countries like Australia, New Zealand. Our North America is our first biggest market. Our market share is about 40%. And then our European market is about 15%. And then the third big market is our Middle East Asia countries. And then Asia, Africa. Okay, now we come to the second part about the production line introduction. And I will introduce you how our hose is produced from each production lines. For the hydraulic hose, the first start is the material test, the lab test, the raw material. After the rubber mixer workshop, we take samples from each batch of the rubber. The rubber go to the lab test. We test the lab hardness, tensile, vulcanization line. And we test the steel wear tensile. After all the rubber material, steel wear qualified, and then go to the workshop. Go first to the first production stop is the hose mandrel. Hose mandrel, because of the inner rubber is extruded on the hose mandrel, so the hose mandrel size is significantly important. We check the hose mandrel size before extruding. If the hose mandrel size is a mistake, then the hose inside diameter is not correct. After the hose mandrel, we come to the inner rubber extrusion line. We extrude. We use the cold feeder extruder line to extrude the rubber on the hose mandrel. Our extruder line is computer controlled, laser detector is used to detect the diameter. After the inner rubber extruding and then come to the steel wire braiding. Now our new workshop, we totally have 29 braiding lines. Each braiding lines, one day we can braid it 2,000 meters. This is only our new workshop. For our old shop, we also have 15 braiding lines, including the braiding steel wire braiding line and fiber braiding lines. And we have our another special machine lines. So now our daily output can reach 80,000 meters in one day. After the steel wire braiding line, we come to the extrude out cover lines. After extrude the out cover, we come to the class correct. Yeah. From this process, we have two different techniques. First, we wrapped the class. Another one is we extrude the plastic on the hose cover. So after the vulcanization, it have two different cover. First is called classed wrapped cover, and the other one called smooth cover. Like this sample, we can see this sample is smooth cover because when after extruding the out cover, we extrude plastic on the cover, not with the class wrapped. So after the vulcanization, remove the plastic cover and the hose cover will be smooth cover. And this one is the class wrapped one. So after the rubber extruder, the out rubber extruder, we use the class wrapped on the hose surface and then go to the vulcanization tank. After vulcanization, we remove the class wrapped and the final cover, will be like this. There are class lines, the class wrapping lines. After the vulcanization, we come to the finished lines. First, we need get the hose mandrel out. We use the water pressure to get the hose mandrel out. And we test each hose. Each hose will make the pressure test. We use the 1.8 working pressure test each hose. The pressure test will be kept 60 seconds. After the hose qualified, no leakage, and then come to the package lines. So how Cinnabon's business can increase so faster these years? Because quality, how we control the quality, how our customers can place orders to us, how they can enlarge their business with us. The most important factor is our quality, our stable, good quality. So now I will introduce how we control our quality. First, the most two important points for one hose. One is the rubber, and the other one is steel wire. And about the rubber, first, hardness. For the inside rubber and middle rubber, out rubber, different hardness. For the inner rubber, we use the SHAR A 85 to 88. For the outside rubber, we use the SHAR A 62 to 67. And the middle rubber, we use the hardness SHAR A 80 to 85. In our community laboratory test, we tested the hardness. We tested the rubber hardness, the rubber tensile, for each batch of the rubber. Only the rubber qualified, we go to the workshop, and we test the rubber tensile. Rubber tensile test is also very important because for different in the rubber tensile, the host flexibility and other characters are totally different. For the inner rubber, we use the 12 MAPA in the rubber tensile. For the outside rubber, we use the tensile 8 MAPA. And for the middle rubber, we use the 16 MAPA. For every production batch rubber sheet, our factory require high tensile for the rubber. Yeah, maybe our customers get very cheap, very low prices from our local other competitors, but our customers choose us. Why? Because the rubber is different. The rubber hardness is different. The rubber tensile is different. And then we come to the steel wear tensile test. After we buy steel wear, we test the steel wear tensile. According to our factory production requirement, our steel wear tensile is 2,755 new, 2,950, or 3,020, 3,250 for different specifications. For different orders, different size, we use the different steel wear. The tensile tolerance we accept must be under 1% to assure the host working pressure. We use top 2 steel wear factory in China. The top factories, the top factories, the top 10 hydraulic hose factories, we use the same brand, same factories steel wear. In our lab test, we also make the vulcanization test between the rubber and the steel wear. The adhesive test between steel wear and the rubber. For the rubber vulcanization simulated test is very important because we need to know what the rubber changes after different times, how the rubber changes after half an hour, 1 hour, and the following times, how the rubber changed, how the rubber viscosity changed, and we need to know in the vulcanization, the rubber changes. Once we get each samples from each batch of the rubber and we do the test. We got the vulcanization line. We check this rubber if the vulcanization is qualified. And then in our rubber mixture, for each batch of rubber, we have rubber mixing tracking. For every batch production rubber, only after signature of the lab. After lab proof the material is qualified, and then rubber go to the production workshop. Yeah, so first the material need go to the lab to take the lab test. After the lab tester qualified material, then go to the workshop. If not qualified, the material couldn't go to the workshop. For a qualified host, first we need assure the raw material is qualified. Okay, Then for the rubber mixing center, what others we do to control our rubber is qualified. During the rubber production, some impurities inside the rubber. And to remove these impurities, what we do? We use the steel wire mesh to make the impurity out. All of the rubber is made in our auto computer control rubber mixer center. The weight tolerance of each component is 0.02 gram to ensure the rubber mixture under formulation. And we use the through layer mesh filters to remove all the impurities in the rubber. Because if the rubber have some impurities, when the hose is used, some hole on the inner rubber or the outer rubber, it's easily to cause the leakage. During the production, we have our quality tracking, how we track the quality going. Yeah, before the beginning of production, we check the soft or steel warehouse steel mandrel according to our factory diameter tolerance. And after the hose mandrel, the soft hose mandrel or steel hose mandrel qualified, we put an ID card, like our people's ID card. Each of hose, we put an ID card from the first beginning of the hose mandrel, so we can trace back if there are any production defective points. We not only have our offline ID card, we also have our online system to trace the production. In each production line, we have our own standard, more strict than SAE and the EN standard. For example, in EN standard and SAE standard, one hose, the diameter has a big tolerance. For example, for R1, 1/4, the inside diameter can be 6 to 6.3. For example, from the R1, 1/4, the inside diameter can be 6 millimeter to 60.3 millimeter. It's a very big range. In our factory, our range is very strict than SAE and the EN standard. This strict tolerance on the inside diameter to make sure our fittings can be fit well with our fittings. For example, we would like to give you another example. For 3/8 hose, it is same. We produce the inside diameter at 9.45 to 9.7 millimeters to fit better for the hose tails. In the EN standard and SAE standard, the tolerance is from 9.3 to 10. It's a very big range. But if the hoses is produced with 10 or other sizes, the inside diameter can't be make example well with the fittings because the fitting tells the diameter is fixed. If the bigger hose inside diameter and can't fix well with the fittings, so when creeping, it will have problem. So our fittings, our hose can be fit well. Okay, then we come to after the hose production for the finished hose in our factories, what test we do? First, during production, we test each hose with 1.8 working pressure, 60 seconds to test each of hose to make sure each hose without any leakage before shipment to customers. And after hose production, what test we do? We test the pressure, the burst pressure. We test the impulse. We choose the hose samples from our customers' orders. We test the burst pressure, and our hose burst pressure is higher than the standard requirement. And we test the hose impulse. According to the standard of EN and SAE, for 1SN, 2SN, the hose impulse is 200,000 cycles, but our hoses is much higher than 200 cycles. Now, according to our current production techniques, our hoses recycles for normal quality 1SN, 2SN, the cycles can reach 500,000 cycles. For our spiral hose, for SP, for SH, R12, R13, R15, we tested the impulse. According to the standard, the impulse is 500,000 cycles. In our factories, our hose cycles higher than the EN and SAE standard. We can produce the hose with 1 million cycles quality. So if our customers have higher requirement on the hose impulse, we also can produce with their requirements. So in general, now our hose factory, we can produce the hoses with customer requirement. What's their specific requirement? For different cover, smooth cover, or class wrapped cover, for different temperature. For the hydraulic hose, the working temperature is between -40 to 100 for the normal quality. But if customers, they need a higher temperature, like 155, we also can produce according to their requirement. And some customers, they use the hose under a very cold temperature, like in Russian market. We can produce the hose with the cold temperature -55. If customers, they use the hoses on the mining site and other harsh environments, and they need high UV, need a high abrasion, we also can produce according to their requirements. So in our factories, we produce the hoses with different formula, different abrasion, different working temperature, different working pressure, different hose cover, different hose color. So we all can produce that. So if you have specific requirements, you also can contact with our salespersons, our production techniques, our production engineer. They can adjust the formula according to your specific requirements. Besides, we also doing the test of aging, ozone, abrasion, flame, bending test to check our hose performance. In our lab, we have our low temperature machines. We have our aging test machines, flame resistant machines, and abrasion resistant machines, ozone resistant machines. For example, our customers, they sell the hoses to the underground mining industry. If this hose is used in underground mining industries, it requires the hose anti-resistant, flame resistant. So how we make sure our hoses totally meet the requirement? We do the test. We do the flame resistant test. After the hose can be burned on the fire 60 seconds. After remove the fire, the fire can be discreased within 5 seconds. So till now, our factory, we have our ISO certificate, MASHA certificate. MASHA certificate is American Mining Industry certificate. With this certificate, we can supply our hoses to the mining industry. And we have GHOST. Our GHOST certificate is mainly for our Russian market. And we have CE. To European market, CE certificate is necessary. And we have our CE certification stainless steel tube. We have SGS certificate for made in China. We have BE certificate made in China. And we also have our government patent certificate. So with these certificates and quality assured, our customers not only place one order to us, not only work with us with one time. Some customers already work with us for more than 10 years. So this long-term cooperation can prove our samples is trustable, dependable. We not only produce the trustable quality, we also produce our customers with very competitive prices. And we also have other support to our customers. Now we have some our brand distributors in Africa, in Latin America, in Europe, in Middle East. We support our customers from different methods. For example, we attended the exhibition together with our customers. We make the advertisement for our customers. In South Africa, we have our Sinopos agent. They not only sell the hose in South Africa, they also can sell the hoses to other African countries like Angola, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. So this is our valuable customers. We do many efforts to support their market expectations. So till on, we come to our company fourth part. So what's our company's strategy in the future? What's our company goals? What's our company's development method in the future? Our goal is to build hose machine fitting one stop, and we have our global distributors. We have our overseas sales branch. We have our joint factories. Now, from last year, we find two partners in different countries. We plan to build joint factories. Like last year, we built our giant factory in Turkey. From Turkey, is without tax, our horses can enter the European market without tax and faster shipment. And from Turkey, this location, we also can sell the horses to Africa. Faster shipment and lower taxes. And now we also develop our African market very well, like North Africa, Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, and Middle Africa, and East Africa. East Africa is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. These East Africa countries, we develop our brand distributor. They can transfer the horses to each other. Now, our Kenya Sinopos brand agent, they not only sell the horse to Kenya and also sell the horses to Uganda, Tanzania. Our Angola Sinopos brand, they not only sell the horses to Angola, they also can sell the brand, our Sinopos brand, to Congo. Yeah, we really appreciate our Sinopos distributors can develop together with us. And we also welcome you to be one member of us. We support each other and get more market and make our business growing faster. For our company future, we also want to expand our horse fitting sector, our machine production sector. So hydraulic hose, industrial hose, fittings, hydraulic machines, we make one stop. So you can come to us for fittings purchase, for hose purchase, for industrial hose, for fittings, for machines. We can supply you all of this. Okay, I will give you in general ideas about our distributor in this world. We have our Sinopos exclusive agent in USA. We have our Sinopos exclusive agent in Africa, like in Algeria, in Kenya, in Zambia, in Angola, in South Africa. And we also have our Sinopos agent in Latin America, in Peru, in Chile, in Bolivia, in Colombia. And we also have our customers brand. Okay. And okay, now I will choose a few host samples to show you the host difference. I will choose a few hosts. You can see on my table, there are a few different hosts, different color, like this one. This one is the cluster wrapped one. Yeah, cluster wrapped one. From this host sample, first I can show you the host structure. This is the 2SN516. 2SN, it means two steel wire layer. This is the inside diameter and inner tube. After inner tube, we we braided the first layer, and then the middle rubber, and then braided the second steel wire layer, and then extrude the outer cover. After the extrude cover, and we make the class wrapped on the surface, and this hose go to the vulcanization, and then remove the class, and the hose cover will be this. And each hose, we can show the hose specifications, like brand. This is our own brand. Sinopos hydraulic hose, EN8532SN, DN 8 mm, SAE 100 R2AT 516, and then show the working pressure. The working pressure is 350 bar, and the burst pressure is higher than 4 times. This is the MASHA. The MASHA certificate. When the hose, we use the MASHA, it means this hose can be used on the mining industry. And this is the manufacture time. We not only produce the hose ley line with our Sinopos brand, we also produce the hose with customer brand. For example, in Turkey, there is a big hose factory, Cell. If they place the order to us, we can produce the ley line like Cell hydraulic hose, and this information with their working pressure, burst pressure, and other information they required. Yeah, this is the class wrapped cover. And another one is the smooth cover. I just explained why this is different, because after the outer rubber extrusion, the next production technique is different. One is class wrapped, and the other one is the extrude the plastic. So have two different cover, class wrapped cover and smooth cover. And this is also same. On the smooth cover, we also show the brand. Yeah, this one is our customer brand. Yeah, brand hydraulic hose. This one is this sample is the high pressure jet washing hose. This hose is used on the high pressure washing machines. Like in European market, customers, they buy the high pressure hoses to use on their washing machines. Washing machines, they can be used with the normal temperature. It also can be used with the high temperature, like 155 degree temperature, 135 degree temperature. This sample is Sinopos EN8532SN 1/2 inch. This one is the Sinopos spiral hose. Spiral hose is totally different with the braided hose. Hydraulic braided hose is the steel wire braided, and the hydraulic spiral hose, the steel wire is spiraled on the rubber tube. This sample, we can see this is with the 4-layer steel wire in the rubber, and the 4 steel wire layer and out rubber. And you can see the specification on the hose, Sinopos EN856 1 inch. And we also show the DN diameter is 25 millimeter. And working pressure is 38.1 MASHA. This is our MASHA certificate. This sample is Sinopos R6 samples. R6 samples hose is produced with the fiber braided. The hydraulic hose not only has the hydraulic steel wear. Steel wear, it can the hose with the high pressure. And this is produced with fiber. The hose pressure is low pressure. We call this hydraulic low pressure hose. Steel wear, we call it hydraulic steel wear high pressure hose. And we produce the R6, R3, 1 TE, 2 TE, 3 TE. Yeah, this is the hydraulic fiber hose. And this is the hydraulic R5 hose. This hose is different with other hydraulic hose. Other hydraulic hose is rubber covered, and this hose is with the fiber braided cover. Yeah, inside is the rubber tube, and then have the steel wear braided and out cover. On the out cover, it has one layer, the fiber braided. Yeah, different with other hydraulic hose. Yeah, this one is the silicone hose. Silicone hose is mainly used onto part. It's outer part hose. And this one is the Teflon hose. Teflon hose mainly have two different types. The inner Teflon tube is the smooth tube or corrugate tube. Yeah, different. And the outside is the stainless steel braided. It can be used for the exit for the high temperature. Okay, this is Laura of Sinopos. Yeah, if you are interested on our Sinopos host factory, if you have a cooperation ideas with us, welcome to contact us. And our website is www.sinopos.cn, Sinopos. And you can find us from our website, our Facebook, our LinkedIn, our Ins. Yeah, welcome to contact us. I'm Laura. Yeah, okay, see you. Have a nice day. 可以了吗？ Okay. 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 Another one I want to add to our live show, make more information. We attend a fair. In China, we mainly attend Canton Fair. Yeah, in 1 year, Canton Fair have two, April Canton Fair and October Canton Fair. We have both for each Canton Fair. And the PTC Fair usually in November in Shanghai, and the Bauma Fair in Shanghai. And we also attend the international in other countries exhibition, like Germany, Hanover Messe, like Germany Bauma Fair. We also attend other fair in European, like ZEC. France, we attend the Russia CTT Fair. And we also attend the India Bauma Fair. And the Middle is the Big Five Fair. And in Latin America, we attend the Chile Mining Fair, Peru Mining Fair. And we also attend the USA American Los Angeles Construction Fair. So if you attend these fairs, you're welcome to come to our booth. Before the fair, we will post our booth numbers to our social, like Facebook, like LinkedIn, yes. Thank you. Thank you for your time. What's the, it's a iron hydraulics love. How many visitors in this live show, live room? I see some Cassia Leo. Okay, hydraulic. Welcome NG Automotive Machinery, join our live showroom. And Cesar, welcome. Yeah, welcome to our Singapore live stream. After my live stream show, and our other colleagues will start another one. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, enjoy your time. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hmm? ，Thank you。已经结束了吗？ Yeah, if you want to contact with Laura, you can search Sinopost Laura from Facebook. I have Sinopost Laura webpage, and you can also search Sinopost Laura from LinkedIn, Facebook, Ins, Twitter. Yeah, welcome to contact us. 关了吗？领导们走了吗？哦。他还没走呢。